Hey guys, TrueGreen7 here, and a while back I collaborated with Michael from M&J TV PokeVids to explain to you guys the name origins of all the Pokemon gym leaders. And after numerous requests, I am going to tell you about all the amazing name origins of the Elite Four members and Pokemon League champions. But since these names are even more interesting than the gym leader names and have much more thought and effort put into them, I decided that today I should be joined by BirdKeeperToby, Pokemon expert and birdkeeper?
Hey Pokemon Masters, BirdKeeperToby here. BirdKeeperToby. It doesn't have the most exciting name origin. I got it from a BirdKeeperToby who's in the Johto region. That's literally it. But the names of the Elite Four and Champions are far more exciting.
At least it sounds more interesting than TrueGreen7, but let's not make this about us. We should start things off with the first Elite Four anybody has ever encountered in-game, Lorelei. Lorelei is actually the name of a siren whose beauty and voice lured sailors of the Rhine River to their deaths. It's a combination of the old German word Lorlen, which means murmuring, and the Celtic term ley, which means rock.
Murmuring rocks? How does that fit with Lorelei?
Well, some linguists speculate that the name comes from the German word lorn, which means to lurk, lie and wait.
And now that actually makes so much sense when you consider that Lorelei is the first Elite Four member of the entire franchise. She's been waiting for you. The ultimate challenge is waiting, and now she's there to take you to your icy death. Like a siren. The next Elite Four member is Bruno, and Braun is a German name which means armor or protection.
And it also sounds like brown, which is the representative color of the rock type. You see, I told you that compared to Brock's name, Bruno has a much cooler name origin. Agatha's name possibly comes from aghast, ghost, gothic, or hag. It may even be a reference to Agatha Christie, the popular British crime writer. Hey, Crumpet McSconey, you should be the one to mention the last fact.
Jolly good. One cool fact about Agatha is that in the manga she's a villain, which is weird because her name is derived from the Greek word agathos, which means good. Finally, in the Kanto Elite Four, we have Lance. Now, a lance is a weapon kind of like a spear that knights of old would use to fight and tame dragons.
He also has sharp, dreamy hair.
Why would that be relevant?
I mean, it could be a reason, I don't know. Let's move on. Champion Blue is next, but your rival and other Pokemon League members that were gym leaders at one point in the franchise, such as Koga, Iris, and Wallace, can be found in my Pokemon Gym Leader Origins video. So how about we fly over to Johto instead? Will is a word that expresses a wish, desire, or something in the future tense, which is relevant since Will commands psychic types. Karen's English name is the same as her Japanese name, which comes from the Chinese word karin, which is a type of quince, a flowering plant in the same family as pears and apples. Her name also contains the last 5 letters of Darkin. You'd expect her to be a fire-type trainer cause
she's really hot?
No, cause she wears bright colors. And she's pretty hot.
Another Dark-type Elite Four member is Sydney. His name sounds a little bit like Insidious or Sinister. It could be a reference to the British rock punk star Sid Vicious.
Phoebe's name comes from phobia or phantom. The actual name comes from the Greek word phobos, which means bright and pure. In Greek mythology, Phoebe was a titan associated with the moon, and was also a nickname of her granddaughter Artemis, the goddess of the moon amongst others.
Speaking of Phoebe, we have a pretty creepy theory about her over on my channel.
Yeah, but they can check that out at the end of our list. There are still plenty more Elite Four members to go, like Gracia.
You're as cold as ice! Seriously though, her name is very obviously taken from the word glacier.
Drake gets his name from the Old Norse given name Draki, or the Old English given name Draka. Both of them mean dragon anyways.
The champion Steven's last name is Stone, because he collects stones.
Makes sense.
The name Steven also comes from the Greek word Stephanos, meaning crown. His name sounds like steel, and there's even a mineral called Stevensite.
Aaron is a Hebrew name which comes from the Hebrew word for mountain and can even mean exalted one. A person who is exalted is held with high honor, just like the Elite Four members.
But let's face it, they probably chose it because it sounds a bit like arachnid, kind of like how Bertha's name sounds like earth.
Flint is a type of stone used to set fires.
And Lucian's name sounds like illusion. They really went all out for Gen 4, didn't they?
Gen 5's Elite Four names are even more blunt, but at least Cynthia has a really interesting name origin. The name Cynthia was an epithet of the Greek goddess Artemis, goddess of the moon. This serves as a parallel to Cyrus, whose name is believed to come from the Persian word for sun, which is another interesting name choice because Cyrus wants to create a new world that revolves around him, just like how our world revolves around the sun.
Cynthia's name could have come from the word synthesis, the combining of different parts, similar to how her team is a whole roster of different types. I just love it when names are so multi-layered like that. It's so cool.
Well, prepare to be disappointed, Toby, cause Chantal is derived from the word hunt. That's it. Nothing more.
Marshall's name is inspired by martial arts.
Grimsley sounds like grim.
And Catlin's name is the same in English as it is in Japanese, which is based off of a type of orchid called Cattleya.
But once again, our champion has a very well thought out name. Alder's name possibly comes from the alder moth or alder tree, which has leaves that are used as food by numerous butterflies and moths.
Also, the common name alder derived from the Proto-Germanic word allure. Both allure and the Latin equivalent of the name alunus are derived from the Proto-Indo-European root el. That means red or brown, like alder. Also, an alderman is an elected city official, which could allude to how Alder was selected to become the Pokemon League champion rather than actually winning the title.
As a member of the villainous organization Team Flare, Malva's name could come from the prefix mal, which means bad or evil, and lava. Malva is also a genus of flowers.
Seabold's Japanese name is Zumi, which is a type of crabapple. That's also interesting because another type of crabapple is the Seabold crabapple.
His name also starts with C, and combining the fact that he's a chef and uses water types, his name seems to be pretty brilliant in my opinion.
The name Wickstrom is derived from a genus of small flowers called Wickstronoma.
Drasna's name comes from the genus of trees called Dracena, which comes from the ancient Greek Dracena, which means female dragon.
Diantha's name comes from the Dianthus genus of flowers. The flower's name is Dios in Spanish, which means God. But in ancient Greek, Dios means of the gods, and Anthos means flowers, which means Diantha's name means flower of the gods.
Epic ending. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed these origins as much as I did. If you want more, check the video I made here about the gym leader name origins.
However, there is more to be learned about the Elite Four. For example, did you know that Phoebe could talk to the dead?
I didn't know that, Toby. Haha, okay, well I did. Cause I helped out BirdKeeperToby this week on a never-before-heard theory about Phoebe that is live right now on his channel. So click on Phoebe to, wrong Phoebe. Click on this Phoebe to check out BirdKeeperToby's new video featuring Jaywitz. What? No way! How'd you get him?
Oh, he actually reached out to me. He was like, hey Toby, I've been following your channel for so long. You've got such a great channel and such great hair. You're gonna be the biggest guy on the scene soon, so, you know, no biggie.
That's not fair. I messaged him like 47 times this month.